This spirited man watched a YouTube video that unleashed in him an irrational, foolish, and embarrassing desire, possibly an immoral one. An all-encompassing desire akin to the lust for sex or brownie sundaes. A bloodlust like Ahab and the whale. This 1987 HJ60 diesel Toyota Landcruiser is this spirited man's family car. His main squeeze baby mama domestic partner common law wife saw a similar Landcruiser on the show Narcos and said, "Let's get one of those before the baby's born." Then she went out and got it. The deal was, she buys the truck, he pays for the maintenance. And now, after about 3 years of fixing this or that old thing, they're nearly even. He's put into the truck about the same amount of money she spent buying it. And yet, of all the cars he's ever owned, this one is his favorite. Hands down. Edges out the F-350 Power Stroke even. There's no rational way to explain his love for this 34-year-old truck. The heart wants what the heart wants. Maybe it's the feeling he gets when he sits in the cockpit or wipes it down with a diaper. Yes, now this is a car, and just a car. No computer stuff, tons of glass to look out of, plenty of room. Room under the seats even. Then there's the camaraderie among the folks in the canyon who own these things. Folks like Buck here, who shipped his HJZ75 to Texas to rebuild the fuel injectors. The diesel injection pump is here. Also diesel, Bucks. There's the white one at the general store, the dark gray one up on Skyline, Phoenix's brown one, not sure where she is today. They all wave to each other when they pass, like motorcyclists. When you meet folks who've sold theirs, they all say the same thing. Wish I'd have kept it. But at times, owning one of these things can be a romantic fool's errand. It's not so much the money. Parts and service are relatively cheap. It's the time. Searching all over the world for parts, finding mechanics. What happened to all of the mechanics? If you don't know what to do with your life, please become an old car mechanic. K&H is virtually the only vintage Landcruiser service shop in all of Southern California, it seems. And they're booked up at least a month out, always. An eccentric genius named Bernie did the electrical work. The truck was manufactured as a 24-volt system, then incorrectly rewired into a 12-volt system, which created a bug in the headlight high beams, and on and on. Bernie's work took 5 weeks. $5,600 in a couple of weeks, maybe 3, to rebuild the transmission. The diesel engine, runs on biodiesel too, gets twice the mileage as a stock gas engine, but has barely enough horsepower to make it up the mountain road to his home. But there's a team down in that valley who builds these Landcruisers to perfection. Builds what they call a Stage 3 restoration, to the very rarely achieved standard of excellence. The company is called TLC 4x4. TLC. Goddamn right. Few things are still built to perfection, built to last. And the singular object of this spirited man's desire is one of these TLC Landcruisers. One that looks like his, but built to complete perfection. What they call a sleeper. Soundproofing, rustproofing, full float rear axle, locking diffs, big Corvette engine, 420 horsepower LS3 anyway. Big anti-lock brakes, secret compartments, heated seats, powder-coated stainless, custom-made center console, my God. It takes Mr. Ward here, the vanguard of restoration excellence, best in the world. It takes him nearly 15 minutes just to rattle off the details his team painstakingly respected in hand building this truck. Engineered their own wiring looms, 42-gallon tank. And yet, on the outside, just looks like a 1980s SUV with new paint and tires. The care, the precision, the work, the research, the experience, the headaches, the pain, the blood, the ingenuity, the failures, the artistry. These machines are built with an artist mindset. Excellence, plain and simple. Artist spec, museum quality. These trucks are superior to new Ferraris or Bentleys or Rolls Royces, thinks this spirited man. These trucks will last 100 years, he thinks. Buy one of these and it's the last car he'll ever buy. His unborn grandchildren will drive it one day, God willing. This spirited man struggles with the desire. It feels almost greedy, almost like greed. These trucks are so expensive that after 17 pages of Google searching, he was unable to get an actual price for an FJ 140 or 142. Could only find ballpark ranges. Somewhere between the entire annual salary of the President of the United States and the annual salary of the Senate Majority or Minority Leader. How much money would he have to justify spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a $15,000 truck? But that's it though. All he wants is just this one thing. He don't need no new boots or clothes or a watch or a new motorcycle, maybe a bigger house as his family grows, sure, but not that big of a house. Is it moral for this man, a man who asked strangers to contribute money so he could launch his YouTube channel? Is it okay for him to buy, God willing, such an incredibly expensive truck? How's that supposed to make everybody feel? Would it make him just another rich guy so-and-so? Well, doesn't matter because he doesn't got that kind of scratch to begin with. Doesn't got that kind of class. Not even remotely close. Even if he had lived under a bridge and saved every penny he's made over the last 6 or 7 years, he still wouldn't have it. And yet, he won't give up on this foolish, stupid, greedy dream. He's up to his old tricks again. Up to his black magic tricks. Let's call it blue magic. So here he goes again. Just like with Garrett's Oscar. Some sympathetic magic. What scheme, what fortune will bring this truck into his grasp? Is this the sort of desire that begets the greedy bad guy? Is this his confession his indulgence. His intentions are pure, he thinks. He will use this TLC truck on an adventure of the sort for which these trucks are purpose-built, an overland family trip down to Panama for his son's 5th birthday, a little over 2 years hence. May this shrine deliver unto him the object of his desire. We'll settle for a used one if need be.